artists, this is Mrs. RT, and today we're going to be working on pop art animals. So for this project, you're going to want a piece of paper, pencil, and something to color with. So for pop art, we're going to use some bold lines, bright colors, and lots of patterns. So you can see some different examples of line patterns here. You can use all kinds of shapes and lines to make your pattern. And we are going to be there will be a few other videos posted with this assignment about Andy Warhol, the artist, and his endangered animal series that was made with printmaking and lots of different color. And you will also see another video to find out more about pop art. So with pop art, like I said before, we're going to use some bold lines that you could do with a black marker or crayon. Lots of color. So for this, we don't have to use realistic color. You can get creative with different colors and designs and fill in your animal with different patterns. So you can pick any animal that you want. You'll see about 8 different types in the video that I post for this assignment. And I will also show you how I made this giraffe. And there's a bird example here as well. So you can grab your paper. If you would like to do a different animal that's not one of these, you can. Think about what different shapes you could break it down into. So even if it looks a little bit tricky to draw, you could break it down into different shapes and lines. And that is how I made both of these. So I will show you how I did the outline of both of these in case you choose to do the giraffe or the bird. If you pick a smaller animal, like the bird or a frog, you might want to do the whole animal and then give it a background. But if you choose a bigger animal like the giraffe, you could just focus on the head and the neck for today. So I will start with the giraffe. I started with a circle for the head. And again, we're just breaking it down into different shapes to make it more manageable for you to draw. We have another circle that will overlap and go a little bit under that first circle. You can go in and erase this overlapping line here. We have 2 marks here for the nose. And then we have these 2 lines that go up and then 2 lines that go over the eyes just to give the giraffe a little bit more shape to the face. Add in the eyes. Usually start with an oval shape and then 2 lines down. And then for the horns up top, you can add a rectangle above the head and 2 ears. And then for the neck, I just made the 2 lines that go off the head, off towards the side of the paper. And a little wavy or zigzag line for the hair on the back. And then you can think a lot of these animals that we might be choosing might have patterns on them already. So usually the giraffe would have those spots going down the rest of their body. So I add some in there. So that could be the outline of the giraffe. And with pop art, a lot of the times they'll have bold black outlines and lots of bright color. So you could do the outline of it with a black marker or crayon once you're happy with your pencil drawing. And then you can add in all different patterns and designs into it. So I'll also show you right here how I did the bird if you want to give that one a try. So I started with a circle for the head and an oval for the body. Then I made a line for the top of the wing and then 2 curved lines that come down to that point. So make the line for the top, the wing down to a point. And we can erase this little overlapping line. Then for the beak, come out to a point, back in, and then around for the bottom of the beak. And then erase some of those overlapping lines. Then just like we did here on the giraffe, we'll add a line for more detail on the face, and then the eye. So you can see we can really make any animal or draw anything just by breaking it down into little pieces and seeing what shapes you might see in what you're already seeing there. So even though this might look a little bit more complicated when we broke it down into circles, rectangles, basic shapes, it's a lot more manageable for us to draw. So for the legs here, each leg I did 2 lines that go down and then curve around for the foot. And then depending on where the feet are drawn, you can add a branch or a tree, something for the bird to stand on. So that's 2 examples of outlines of animals. Again, you can pick any animal you want, do the outline first, and then fill it in with all different patterns and details. So there will be a few other videos on pop art and the artist Andy Warhol for you to check out. And I hope you enjoy this pop art animal lesson. Stay creative. We'll see you next time.